What's up, guys? Welcome to another podcast. I'm here with Juan from Farmers Insurance. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me, Edgar.
Yep. So today is a good day to be watching this because it's important to know about life insurance, and I have one of the experts here, to talk about it. And obviously, I know about life insurance. I have some myself, and I know how important it is. And sometimes you think that you want to get it because you assume that somebody's going to get rich off of it or whatever, but it necessarily shouldn't work that way, and it's just to take care of your family, in my opinion. Right?
Absolutely. And like you said, there's like a big, I guess you can say like conspiracy or stigma about life insurance, especially in the Hispanic community, where they say, oh, yo no le voy a dejar dinero al Sancho, I'm not going to leave money for my wife's boyfriend. But then, I like to tell people this, like, do you want your wife to be independent or do you want your wife to depend on a man, right? And that's what it really comes down to. So life insurance really is love insurance because you're taking care of your loved ones. Life insurance you get with two things. You get it with your age and your health. And the longer you wait, the more expensive it becomes. So that's why I always urge people to, take the time to really sit down, talk to your insurance agent and say, hey, what's the right plan for me? Because believe it or not, even if you have health issues or you've been declined before, there's something out there for you.
And then, the other thing too is what I've always thought of is you have this, I guess, midlife situation, especially when you have kids, and you don't necessarily have to have life insurance for life. You can have term and just get it for the important years.
Exactly.
Between like this, where you feel like you have enough coverage, enough time so that your kids will be also taken care of.
Exactly. Great point, Edgar. So piggybacking off what you said, one of the most important time periods where you got to protect yourself financially is when you buy a mortgage, when you get a mortgage. So what we like to offer is mortgage protection. Basically a policy, term policy that mirrors the length of your mortgage. God forbid if something ever happens to you or your spouse prematurely, this policy will completely pay off the balance of the mortgage and leave your family debt free.
Yeah, that's a good way to use it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be used just for anything other than just the mortgage as well. Or if you have money left over for that, because you can get in the term.
Yeah, exactly.
And something should happen, 15 years from now, they'll still give you the full amount, not necessarily just the balance, and you can keep the rest for...
Exactly, yeah. So we that's what we do when we sit down with someone. We look at their whole entire situation, try to create something that works for them. So for instance, we might, tailor a policy that has mortgage protection, but has some left over, in the event that, the kids want to go to school. Yeah. Or we can set up a different kind of policy, like a permanent policy where it builds cash value and it also has life insurance. So it has a double meaning on it, So there's so many things that we can do, but the most important thing is to definitely have something. Something is better than nothing.
Yep, and you always hear that these stories that the wealthy actually have the most life insurance, and not necessarily, again, because they want to leave money behind, but because they know they could actually build wealth over a long period of time.
Exactly, yeah. So life insurance is a big factor in how people have been able to build generational wealth throughout the years. What a lot of people do is they'll put the life insurance in a trust, or they'll use the life insurance, from their family members to build businesses, to build trust. So many different things that can be done with life insurance. But the most important thing is getting it done. If you wait too long, it might become to a point where it's even more than a mortgage payment, right?
That's true.
But if you get it, the younger and healthier that you are, it's better for you. Even if you think you're not that young or healthy anymore, you'd be surprised in how much and how affordable it could really be.
So make sure, guys, you reach out to Juan. Farmers will have his information here. This is actually something that most people, even if you're single, you should actually take advantage of, So don't wait. Get together with Juan.
Yes. Thank you, Edgar.
Thanks, Juan. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.